one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on.
Now Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And they'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He finds his man complete. That's Schaefer. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Quick toss by Goff is complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Cowboys, Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
To throw is Milton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long, and they should continue to push the envelope on offense.
The end result, 21 yards.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 21 yards.
Gibbs straight ahead. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's Goff. Right side to Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
120. Hey, 76. 76.
There's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
That's good. We're on Lions.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. Gone. Now he's going to step up and run. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal. Detroit.
They'll run with Montgomery. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
180.
Now Goff. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
120.
Now Goff. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
180.
Here's gone. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. To throw, it's Milton. Going right back to Ferguson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Panther Street. Ready.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. That is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now it's gone. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Value three.
Goff now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play. And that will bring up second down. To throw is Goff. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll try and do this himself. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
180.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. That is going to be a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that the safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun. Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams as time expires in the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Oh, what a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they got to get that done.
They go with blue between the tackles. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. on second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now he's going to step up and run. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 50 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good. More on Lions. First down. It's a gain of 20.
Cut.
First down, Detroit.
Hey, lift. Lift.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Ric Flair. 80. Hey, kill. 2 for 1. 2 for... What's that?
A shotgun snap for Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
What's that?
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Detroit Lions. First down. A gain of 21 yards.
Over the middle, he's got to Song. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Detroit Lions. First down. First and goal.
St. Brown in motion right. Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
2 for 66. 1 foot.
Goff. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jameson Williams with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he lost the football. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing is Milton. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now they'll audible to something else.
65 cash, 65 cash. Ready.
Here's Milton. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's Milton now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive kill there. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Donovan Ezeraku. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Open man, that's too slow. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 27.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. the things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Hand off down to Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of the yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 23-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down and opt to throw it anyway.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring it. Here's can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And got his man complete. There's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
19 Lions.
To throw is Milton. Drops it to Blue. Complete. is all the way down at the 3.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Panther 11.
Now Milton. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.